All right. Welcome back to more FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars on the squad, the Knockout King. Chris, how are you, brother?
What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm doing great, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Hey, where the heck are we today? We're doing a community breakdown, by the way, too. I
Yes, sir.
love community breakdowns. I like getting information out there in the streets and bringing it to our people. Where are we at?
Yes, sir. We've been reading the comments and we are in Kissimmee, Florida. We are covering the Tohoqua community. And again, if you are a working professional that's looking to move to Central Florida but needs easy access to the airport, this could be a community for you. If you are a family that needs access to schools that are walking distance from your home, this could be a community for you. Or maybe you're an empty nester that is looking to move to Central Florida, but again, have access to the airport so that way family can come in town and visit, this could be a community for you. Christian, show them where we're at.
Let's get it. Ooh, that boy is on a roll. Oh, all right. Everybody pay attention here. Kissimmee, Florida. So, macro. Here's Orlando, just south of Orlando. Actually, where Disney is located is in Kissimmee. It's not in Orlando here. Now, the one thing that I like about this location is you have access to both amenities as far as downtown Kissimmee and downtown St. Cloud. Now, I have heard before, which downtown do you like or do you prefer? I personally think, and do not actually say what you want to in the comment section. I think St. Cloud's downtown has more upside because they play right off of the lake here, Lake Toho. Okay. But either way, here's your commute to Disney. It could be 30 to 50 minutes, probably longer. 26 to 40 to Universal Studios. Check this one out right here. An hour and 5 minutes to Melbourne Beach. Wow. 28 minutes to 45 minutes to downtown Orlando. And I know you were talking about Lake Nona, which actually has a very, very nice town center. And it's next to the airport, about 24 minutes to 40 minutes to the airport, depending on the time of day. Now, you might be asking yourself, why the heck is he shouting out two different commute times? Well, it's Florida, people. In the morning time, things are a little easier to get to than in the afternoon. That's just what it is. But, Chris, let's talk about the numbers, like how many homes, what are the fees? You were talking about empty nesters and people coming down that want to be near the air. Like, what's the whole ordeal with this community?
Absolutely. So within this master plan community, you've got Lennar, which on our book is a level one value builder. And then you've also got Pulte, where you're going to be able to get a product that you could potentially build from the ground up and design a home specifically for you. But they also have Tohoqua Reserve. That's within this community. That's a gated section that's specifically for active adult community. And within that community, they have their own amenity center. They've got their own fitness center, pool, bocce ball, tennis courts. And they also have access to the amenity center that's in the main part of the community, whereas the Pulte residents as well as the Lennar residents have access to, whereas they're going to have their own fitness center, they're going to have their own pool, community center, amenity center. So as I mentioned earlier, for empty nesters that are looking to be within a gated community with very, very low fees for an active adult community, you may want to take this into consideration because when the grandkids come visit and everything, you can take them right on over to the amenity center that's in the
Oh,
main part of
dude,
the
hold on. That's
community.
a great point right there. So
Yep,
55 plus, the section that's in this inside of this community, they have their own amenity center. They have their own, it's a gated section, right? This 55 plus section.
correct.
Cool. And I was like, okay, so they get access to both amenity centers, like their own 55 plus amenity center plus the entire community. And I'm like, well, why would they go to the entire community if the grandkids come? If the
Exactly.
grandkids come. Okay, cool. That
There
makes
you
sense.
go.
Love it, love it, love it. What are the fees? What are we
Absolutely.
looking at for the fees?
Of course, absolutely. So with the Lennar section, your HOA and CDDs are going to range anywhere from $200 to $230. With Pulte on the main part of the community is going to range anywhere from $115 to $175, and that is for your HOA and CDD. And for the active adult section that has their own gated community and an extra amenity center with a fitness center in the pool, your HOA and CDD is going to be about $288. Now, in that community, those of you that are considering this active adult community, do not hesitate to reach out because it's about 265 homes within this community. They're down to about their last 20. They've got some
Oh,
amazing, amazing, amazing deals. Hey, They've got about, of those 20 homes, about 15 of them have gourmet kitchens, and they are in the low 400,000 price point.
Man, I love that. Now, I was gonna say because we're actually close to Sunbridge, which is in St. Cloud, and they have a Dell Web out there, which is a Pulte product. It's a 55 plus Pulte product, but the HOA CDD inside of Tohoqua for the 55 plus is much more affordable. Because I was gonna ask myself that why would one go here and not there? Well, the HOA CDD is much more affordable. And it looks like the price points are much more affordable as well. Now, some may
Yeah,
ask why the difference between the HOAs and the CDDs when it comes to the two different builders. It's all dependent on the lot sizes. The more land that you have, if your lot is a little wider or a little longer, then you're going to pay a little more on that CDD. So just to kind of give you guys a
absolutely.
little bit of a breakdown on that.
Yes, sir. And now please keep in mind between both builders, you've got about 30 different floor plans to choose from. And both builders offer you townhome opportunities. They're also going to offer you rear loaded homes, which they call like the cottage style homes.
Sure.
And they're also going to have their single family homes that are available in this community as well. Pulte's got about 18 different floor plans to choose from, and they've got about 18 because five of the six that are available in the active adult community are a part of that 18. So they got more options just because they have that extra section.
Now, this right here, what we're looking at is the 55 plus section or the amenities of the 55. We started the video, we were showing the main amenity center, look like pool, splash pad, tennis courts. But this is the 55 plus section.
That's right, absolutely. And as you can see, it's gated from the beginning of the video. You've got the pool, you've got the tennis courts, you've got bocce ball, you got the fitness center. Just you got a ton of walking trails. And what's really dope about this community is that you got about a 370-acre conservation park that's right outside of the community with a ton of walking trails. So you can truly just be out and about and enjoy nature. But as we described, having access to so many different things, you can really enjoy that city life feel, like accessing Lake Nona,
Sure.
going down to downtown Kissimmee, that's 15 minutes away, downtown St. Cloud, that's 15 minutes away, going to Disney, that's 45 minutes to an hour. But also being able to enjoy beautiful nature views. So you really feel like you're living in Florida.
Now, we're going to take some home tours, people. We're going to tour a Pulte product. We're going to tour a Lennar product. We're going to talk about the processes. We're going to talk about, what we're seeing on the incentive side, what we would do to kind of help you all out. But before
Mhm.
that, you were mentioning if you had kids that wanted to be near schools or easy access, like what's the deal with that?
Absolutely. So with Lennar and Pulte, they are planning a future development that's going to be a commercial space within the community. So, as I mentioned, you are looking to be within a community that you want to have walking distance to some things to do. They've got a village center that they're planning within the community. They're going to have like healthcare within there, mom and pop shops, a ton of different markets and so forth that's going to be within that community. But not only that, they are planning a new high school within the community and also a K through 8 school. So it's an excellent option for those families that are just looking to purchase a home and stay within it long term.
Yeah, we have noticed that a lot of our clients have gravitated towards these communities that are building schools within the community, right? Because
Mhm.
it's just one of those things you don't have to think about. And typically the newer schools are going to get those higher grades to start off with. I mean, after some time and things start to season out, then they find their little range on the chart of school grades. But I will mention this because I need to look into this a little more, right? So the high school on their website says within Tohoqua, right? But the village center is planned at the entrance to Tohoqua. So it may not be exactly in the Tohoqua community, but there may be some development happening at the entrance. I'm going to look into that for everybody. It's very vague. They don't really dial that in on this, but that would be pretty neat because they're talking about restaurants, healthcare, medical offices, farmers markets. I don't know if that's going to be like a Publix plaza or if it's going to really be like a town center. They're a little vague, but we're going to find that out for you all. Anything else about the community before we hop into one of these tours?
Let's definitely hop into one of these tours. What we're going to be doing today is going to show you a Lennar floor plan that is a 4 bed, 3 bath, just under 2,200 square feet. This is their Eastham floor plan. And those of you that are watching that are
Can you
looking
see
at,
this, Chris? Can you see it? No, you still see it for
I
Tohoqua.
cannot. Yeah.
There it is. I was like, what the? Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
people. I wasn't gonna say
There
the
you
F
go.
word.
So running it back. So with Lennar, They are a value builder, but they are doing a level two product within here. If you got the paver driveways, you see the stone exterior on the front porch with the eastern floor plan, you're getting a 4 bed, 3 bath, just
What
under
about this? What about
2,200.
this scan code? Should people scan this scan code when they go when they visit the
Don't
builder?
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now let me talk about that a little bit.
Go for it.
So with Lennar, we get both sides, right? For them, and those of you that are watching that are possibly actively already speaking with Lennar and considering adding representation to their side to help you through this process, the reason that Lennar is one of those builders that will not allow you to add a realtor after the fact is because for them, like you your realtor wasn't the procuring cause of being interested in Lennar. So for
Yeah.
Lennar, like why should we cover their fees when you were already interested in Lennar to begin with? We spend a ton of money on marketing and everything and so forth. So we already brought you here. So why should we pay a realtor that's going to be operating on your behalf when you were already interested in Lennar? Just work with us directly. But with that being said, they've got the scan codes, they've got the marketing, just as simple as just even looking at their website somehow, some way, shape, or form, just like as you know, like they're gonna somehow get your information. Please contact us before you reach out to builder. We say that with every
100%.
single builder, but specifically with Lennar, because we help a ton of families purchase with Lennar and help guide them throughout their process that is completely different than any other builder. The Lennar experience doesn't have to be bad as long as you hire us.
There you go. No, I absolutely do love it, and it's very true. Like, they put a lot of money into marketing. Um, it's a golden rule. Make sure you talk to your representation first, right? Like, if they don't have to pay an agent, why would they pay an agent? So, but
Yeah.
going back to, and that's a good point. The scan code is a self tour thing where you can like take your own tour. Once you scan, you got to put your information in. Technically, you don't have representation then, but going back to the product, right? So level one product, which is that value builder, their design is to build the home, put the finishes in it, and then sell it to make it really as affordable as possible, and they can build as much as they can. But the finishes that they're putting in this community are more on the level two side, where there's some variety in the finishes. You don't get to choose them. It's not a true level two builder, but you're seeing more variety in the finishes out here.
Absolutely. And what do we mean? You see the tray ceilings as soon as that you enter into the home. You're also going to see the paver driveways in the front, which is standard in the Tohoqua community. So that's something that you can't appreciate. You've got the front porch with the stone elevation. Some of those, you're going to get some of that level two feel. But again, just understand that with their process, everything's already pre-designed. So I know in a recent video, the value of being able to do a pre-drywall inspection, which we can talk a little bit more about on the Pulte side, but that's just something that's not an option with Lennar. Now, please keep in mind, depending on where they're building, they've got a ton of inspections that are already done throughout the county to ensure that it's meeting county code. So even if you can't hire your own inspector to operate on your behalf with Lennar to do a pre-drywall inspection, just know that you're getting all those inspections regardless from the county.
With Lennar, they're one of the builders that we see the biggest price kind of fluctuations with. So, end of quarter, end of month, end of year, like whenever those quotas are hitting, we will see if they have more inventory than some of the other builders, they'll drop some of those prices. We also negotiate for those types of things. But Chris is talking about that incentive money that we get on the back end. We love to fight for you on the back end because the last thing the builder wants to do is drop that price. That's the last thing that they will do it. That's the last thing they want to do. But when we can put real Benjis back into your pocket, like save you money out of pocket, that is a win, 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 win for sure. 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. Excellent. And then, as you said, like, the approach is different depending on what your situation is. So that's why when you see the phone number, you reach out to us. If you see an email, you reach out to us. We want to learn your in situation and help you understand the best way possible, the best way forward to move efficiently and help you secure an amazing deal if the opportunity is out there. Because we're actually working with a client right now that's considering to purchase within this community, and they're looking to do a cash purchase. So it's a completely different approach as opposed to financing that's involved. Just know that with Lennar, you're going to get some phenomenal, phenomenal interest rates, as low as 4.5. I've even seen lower with Lennar. So please reach out to us so we can update you on the current promotional rates that they're offering for clients that are considering FHA or even conventional. But just know that we're very familiar with their process and we help guide you so that way you can get an amazing deal on a quality home because they got so many different floor plans to choose from. So within this community, having 12 different options I'm sure we can find something for you. Again, if this community works for you, but just know we're not tied to any builder and not tied to this community, so we can help you wherever you're looking at.
Absolutely. That's one of the perks to having some representation on your side, but giving you that full information on this community. So here's the bathroom. So I'm ready to hop into this Pulte tour. Are we good for it?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go
Let's do
ahead.
it. Now, if you're somebody that wants a soaking tub, keep that in mind, people. This was what was the specs of this home?
So this one's a 4.3, 2139 square feet. And those of you that are watching, this is very similar to their Aspen floor plan. And the only differences being is that with the Easton, you've got the front porch. And then with the Aspen, you don't have the soaking tub. You just got a huge shower with a bench that replaces the built-in soaking tub. Whereas for the Easton, everything's pre-designed, but they've got the built-in soaking tub with this floor plan, but it's the same layout and it's about 60 square feet smaller. So because it's the square feet is a little bit smaller and they have some of those differences, they
They
give
have
it
to
a
change
different
the
floor.
name. Yeah,
Yeah, they got to change the name. We said it in a previous video. So again, with builders, they're going to offer similar floor plans, maybe the same floor plan, and they got to change the names for many different reasons. Reach out to us so we can tell you why.
100%. Now, we don't have a great frontal shot of this home here, but I do want to notice, yes, they're doing the stone elevations. I guess they're trying to keep it very similar looking so you're not seeing differences in the two builders. But what are we looking at for specs on this one here?
Absolutely. So with the Palmery floor plan, and again with Pulte, they're currently in a position where they are building from the ground up with their current phase. They got about a 500 home sites. They're offering amazing incentives, anywhere between $50,000 in incentives. That's what they're offering. But again, as we operate, we're going to see if we can squeeze more out of them to help you build a home from the ground up. But what you're seeing right now is a Palmery floor plan, which could be a 2 bedroom or a 3 bedroom option, just under 2,000 square feet. And the reason they're offering 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom options with this is because not only is this an option for you to purchase within the main part of the community, but it's also an option in the active adult section as well.
Very nice, very nice. Love this room with the bay window, little seating area here. Now, what's interesting is that Lennar is the number two largest national builder, and Pulte is the number three largest national builder. So having
Mhm.
them in the same community is pretty cool. People can put their eyes on it and see which one they like. I would say as far as like putting out inventory, they're pretty close. Obviously, Lennar is ahead of them. But
Mhm.
in my opinion, I think that Pulte really wins when it comes to the warranty. Right? They throw in that extra 5 year water intrusion on their warranty, and we're starting to see other builders start to do this. But Pulte was more of the pioneer when it comes to the national builders. So I always liked that. Not that you would need to use that warranty, but whenever somebody's stamping and saying, "Hey, I will do this if this happens," I like that. I personally do like it.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
You can't go wrong with peace of mind. And for them to be the pioneers to do that just speaks volumes that they stand by their product. And it's a quality product with Pulte. Some of the differences that you're going to get from Lennar with Lennar, you're not going to get a gourmet kitchen. Those of you that are watching, I'm a liability in the kitchen, but if you have an appreciation for being in the kitchen, the gourmet kitchen is a quality option here with Pulte, especially in the active adult section. They've pretty much built about 15 of those 20 home sites that they have, and about 13 of them have the gourmet kitchen. So, again, if you're an empty nester or for someone that's looking to move to Florida and have easy access to many different parts of Orlando, reach out to us. We can get you a sweet deal on an awesome kitchen. I
Now,
got to show up.
yeah, yeah. So why? And this looks like a coat closet. This is okay. This is why I
Right?
like this closet here. This is a what I like to call like a vacuum closet, right? Like you got a vacuum, you want to put it in there. You might want to put some Christmas Christmas decorations and stuff. But this is really a coat closet. Put your shoes, put your bags, umbrellas, that sort of thing. And it's big. It's not like that little tiny closet that most people would have or most builders would have right there by the door.
The little miscellaneous details that you got to just appreciate, because that one random scenario, like right now when you walk in, I have like a shoe cabinet that I had to buy from IKEA and put it together. I ain't got to do that with this home.
Exactly. Now, take us through the mindset for our buyers. Like, we're not going to give away our formula, right? But if let's just say one of these viewers are wanting to come to this community and they're torn between a Lennar fully spec product and a Pulte fully spec product. Let's just say things are hand or I like same incentives, same price points, etc. How would we negotiate that? Like, what would we do? Like, take us through like a little taste of like the negotiating process. They're both offering the same thing.
Oh, we're gonna sit down and figure out what's best for you, and see what it is that we need to squeeze out of the builders. Whether it be letting Lennar know, hey, we're working with Pulte, letting Pulte know we're working with Lennar. At the end of the day, we're working on your behalf. So whatever we can squeeze out of them to help you secure the home, so that way you're not settling on anything.
Yeah.
So whichever home is going to check off the boxes the most while also seeing the value and the price point, what it is that they're offering, just squeezing as much out of them as we can for you. So that way you can get the best home that you want. Even if you feel like either one or comparable options, we're going to sit down, we're going to navigate the pros, we're going to navigate the cons, and we're going to see short term, how does this fit for you and your family?
Yep.
Long term, how does
Go through
this
the
fit you and
exactly. Go through the details of the
all
the
scenarios possible, because then we're going to find out something that's going to work, that's going to, you know what, that's the reason why I need to choose this floor plan. Okay, cool, this is the home, let's help you get the best deal possible with them.
yeah. And you
But
hit
it's
it
all
on the
about
head.
just figuring out your needs.
And you hit it on the head with the deal side, right? Like letting the builders know, just being straight up like, hey, we're working with them. This is, what we're looking to get. We're working with them. This is what we're looking to get. And then amongst the clients too, you said it perfectly, was just finding the minute details of both of the builders, right? Like warranty here, affordability here, long term, maybe it's a lot, right? One of those non duplicatable lots, like all of those little
Yeah.
things we like to lay out for you. That way you can make a quality decision. Because if you like both of the builders, if you like both of the floor plans equally, we have to start chipping away and finding one that's going to be better than the other. Maybe it's the deal, maybe it's the long term value. We'll find that out for you here.
Mhm. Absolutely. And sometimes there's power in patience. Incentives change with these builders. If you feel like we're not with if we are not within striking distance of where you need to be, but we feel like we can get there, there's power in patience. So reach out to us if you have the flexibility. If you're looking to move within a few months, if you're looking to move within the next year, reach out to us so we can keep you well informed, because we're going to help you game plan and understand, okay, this is the time that I need to go ahead and start taking initiative to have all my ducks in a row, because the moment that we're prepared to go negotiate with one of these builders, we're locked in and ready to go to let them know, hey, if you do this for us, we'll go ahead and purchase the home that we want. Again, we've got families that reach out to us that are looking to purchase by the end of the year, and we're keeping them well informed of many different things to take into consideration, whether it be building, whether it be waiting on some of these value builders, for example, like Lennar, where, hey, let's find, if you're waiting on a particular home site, particular floor plan, and we can't build it from the ground up, we can at least lean on the builders to find out what inventory is building in the next few months, so we can keep an eye on that inventory. And the moment that it's available in the public, before it's available to the public, it's going to be available to us. So that way we can get you the first opportunity to secure the best deal that we can at that moment for the home that you want. And every deal is going to be different. The situation is different. The timing is different, and we're going to help guide you on securing the best deal depending on the parameters that you present to us.
100% well said. And that goes for the builders too, right? Every deal is different, every situation is different. Once again, we always like to talk about the squeeze points that are like the end of the month, end of the quarter, right? So they will change like the weather. The moment the end of the quarter comes and there's a few homes left, I promise you their tune will change. But like you said,
Mhm.
power in patience. For those of you who have a little bit of patience and a little bit of time on your hand, I would say reach out now. Don't wait until you need to make the move, because that is how we can find the best deal, right? There's a little bit of power in telling the builder, we offer something, they counter, and we say, nah, we're not going to do that. We'll wait. And we can wait. Yes, something's going to come around the corner for us. But if we can't wait and we're playing poker, it's not that fun. We could still do what we can for you, but it gets a little tough there. So anything else before we hop off? Habla español.
Hablamos español, absolutely. But on that other side too, if you waited to the last minute and you need to move within 30 to 45 days, reach out to us. We've got the connections. We're going to go to bat for you. We're going to work hard for you. Right now, these builders are operating on quotas, monthly quotas, quarters. Like, we know and understand where the deals are right now and help guide you on, hey, if you need to move within the next 30 days, just know there's some phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal deals, not only with Lennar and Pulte, but with all the builders in Central Florida. Every builder is different, every incentive is different. But again, like I said, the main priority first is securing the best home that fits for you and your family, and then the community. It could be this one, Kissimmee, borderline St. Cloud, access to many different areas of Orlando. This is an excellent community. We look forward to helping families move in here soon.
Yeah, and let us know down below. What are your thoughts on the community? What do you like? What do you dislike? I actually do like reading your comments, so let me know. What do you like? What do you like and dislike about me? I've seen some funny stuff people said about me too. Let us know in the comments down below. If you made it this far, totally free, hit the like button for me. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.